Uh, okay. I mean, like, it wasn't bad, but ultimately not that much happened, you know? Because, yeah, we had the tribe switch again, which I had been predicting there would be at some point, though, I'm a little surprised they didn't do the expansion from 2 tribes to 3 tribes the first time, and I'm also really surprised at how this time it was a completely random switch, because I forgot to mention this earlier, but I thought that they were pretty much done with switches where it was a guarantee that one tribe would have a majority on each tribe. Like, I thought that they had moved beyond that, even though, once again, purple ends up on a majority on every single tribe, although now I don't think that that's really going to matter, because, like, I was, looking at the Green tribe and was thinking, yeah, I'm not entirely sure that tribal lines are going to matter there. And then on the latest iteration of Navini, I think it is, I'm never going to be able to remember these tribe names. Even though it does seem to be purple strong, there's a tiny bit of a possibility that something could happen, because they're giving that black chick a few moments that indicate that she could matter, although, again, because there's so many people this season, yeah. It's gonna take a while to find people's real moments to shine these days, because, like, people, they still don't even know who, like, Jenna is, and, the fact that there's a girl named Chelsea on this season, tons of people, I think, keep forgetting about that, especially since we don't have intros anymore. At least, yeah. Yeah, So, there's that. And then, like, I found it really odd that the Orange Tribe didn't seem to be getting the most amount of confessionals, despite Michael, once again being worried about him being on the wrong side of the numbers, which makes sense, because, he's been on the wrong tribe this whole time, and yeah, it wasn't totally looking good for him, but for whatever reason, after the tribe loses, they decide to target James, which I found to be kind of surprising, and I don't really understand the reason, because they both do have a little bit of charisma, and they're both athletic people, so I guess they just decided James maybe had a more leadership quality about him. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah. But, yeah, there really wasn't that much to talk about, although I was surprised at how that immunity challenge switched, because I thought the Orange Tribe had it, and that odds are the Green Tribe was going to leave Navini in the dust, but because Desiree couldn't get that puzzle thing figured out, even though she's, literally a foot and a half away from it, Dominic somehow was able to make up the difference, because Orange did actually almost get there in the end, yeah. Right. So then the only other thing I think I can honestly mention, besides the fact that once again there was no mention of hidden immunity idols, was it being a 4-1 vote to get rid of James, and that was kind of surprising, because I had no context clues whatsoever that Michael was going to turn on James, so that just left Angela in the middle, and I had been thinking it was more likely she would vote out Desiree, but once I saw that she actually didn't, I was able to come up with, all kinds of justifications as to why she didn't, because the Purple Tribe members on this latest iteration of the Orange Tribe, they didn't actually try and vote her out at the 3rd Tribal Council, which is also the only time she's ever been to Tribal. And, there's not that many problems with them, and then also, given how there's going to be 13 people in the merge because of the legacy advantage being the same as it was in game changers, what are the odds that Angela there is going to be the big target at the merge? I highly doubt that that'll be the case and that kind of thing. And then also, she was able to observe those original purple members on the second iteration of the Orange Tribe, and they purple all the way. They didn't waver one iota. So, she has the opportunity to continue that and then make new bonds. And what are the odds that everyone is going to stick to purple strong? Because, like, as Rob or Steven keep pointing out, like, this purple tribe should be self-destructing, and yet they somehow manage to keep voting out members of the other tribe, especially since it's the Orange Tribe that's lost every single challenge except one. And it's not like Game Changers, where the Blue Tribe really seemed to be wanting to stick together the whole time, and they ended up getting it to be 9-3 at one point. But then, coincidentally, the remaining members of the Red Tribe, or at least Troyzan and one of Michaela or Aubrey, seemed to be part of the main alliances that were forming at that point. So getting rid of another member from that tribe wasn't really much of an option at that point. Yeah, so this is a totally different vibe, and yet they somehow keep sticking together. Well, managed to unintentionally make this a reasonably length video, yeah. And if I'm skipping stuff, well, it's been a couple of years since most of you have watched the season, and for those of you who just, want to keep seeing my evolution of fonts, I hope that these are still entertaining enough for you. See you next time.